What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trev, and I'm back with another video. I wanted to make this video because I just got off of work. I'm chilling. It's a moody, kind of rainy day in North Carolina today, and I just felt like making this video because I have a lot to talk about, and I got inspired by watching the SoLLUMINATI video he just watched about the chosen ones. I can't even talk about the chosen ones, and it inspired me to make this video because a lot of what he talked about in the video made me feel like I'm falling off my spiritual path as well. And I want to get back to going on the direction that I'm going on in 2025. Because honestly, I've noticed in my last couple of videos that I've been cursing a little bit more and going back on a couple of agreements I made with myself in 2023, 2024 about who I want to be. And honestly, after watching his video and seeing how he said that he was smoking and drinking during 2024 and it felt like a blur, I felt like, I'm falling off my spiritual path as well because I just fell back into the habit of cursing, not reading my Bible as much, just being around an environment like at work to where people have made me like go away from some of my views because of the environment that I'm in and what they discuss and things like that and the language they talk. And I've just fallen back into that habit. So spiritually, I'm not dead. I'm more aware. But, I felt like I'm losing my path of sorts. And, I want to get back to that in 2024. Because like he said in that video, it's easy to go back on your way and go back on your like regress. It's easy to regress when you make mistakes and you just get into a flow state and things start to feel like a blur because you know what's right for you in life. You know what's right for you in life. But sometimes you don't do what's good for you. Sometimes you don't do what's right for you, and you find yourself falling back into old habits. And honestly, going forward, I'm trying to get back into my new habits, my better habits, my higher nature. I'm trying to get back into reading my Bible and not being as incompetent and lazy. And honestly, I've made a good progress going forward because, I've been doing good with the workouts. I've been working out consistently for years, right? But now I'm truly locked in. I'm doing it the way that it's intended to do. I'm eating well. I'm behaving well. I'm doing things well. I just got to clean up the cursing and bad behavior because I'm not going to lie. I don't drink. I've been sober for years, but these past couple of weeks, I've been on I've been drinking a little bit because I've been going out with my coworkers. I've been celebrating my successes. I've been going out. I've been just in different environments during the holidays, and I've drank a little bit. Not to excess or anything, but just in celebration. And I don't want to drink at all. I never want to drink alcohol. I don't like being drunk. I don't like the feeling of being drunk. But lately, I've been spiritually drinking the elixir. And, I don't want to get back into that because I feel like I'm losing my spirituality. I feel like I'm losing my balance when I do that. And I don't want to get into the habit of doing that and partying and going out and doing all these things that aren't good for me because I've accomplished so much last year. I got my badge. I got into the Air Force. I did a lot of things I wrote in my journals that I don't share with people, and I accomplished these things. Granted, it took me longer than I expected, and I'm 27 years old, and I wrote a lot of this stuff when I was 23, 22, but better late than never. But I'd never want to give up that progress just because of my ego, because, you got to let your ego die sometimes because sometimes your ego will lead you astray because you'll think and I drove to Chipotle, but your ego will lead you astray and then you'll make mistakes and then you'll fuck up and you don't want to fuck up. And especially now that I'm 27 or whatever, here, let me take the seatbelt off. But I'm 27 and within the next year or so, after I accomplish my dream of being in the Air Force and everything, I want to start my family. And part of being a parent, in my opinion, is you have to have experience, you have to be responsible, and you have to be able to control yourself. Because what if your son or daughter asks you for advice on something and you have no experience dealing with it? Are you going to just say, oh, I don't know, son, go to the wolves or whatever? No, you're going to research it, you're going to draw from your own experiences, and you're going to find a way. And a lot of that is a spiritual thing because it's a spiritual thing to look within oneself, to find oneself, to achieve oneself. That was some fake deep stuff I said, but y'all get the point. But I want to provide more for myself. I want to provide more for myself and the people around me. And a lot of my self-awareness from being spiritual will come from that. So I got to cut back on some of my bad habits and just grow. And SoLLUMINATI, his video, helped me realize that I'm going through struggles in my own right. And I got to kind of reel them in if I want to be this like self-actualized person that I strive to be. And, you know, I just got to get in better environments. I got to seek advice, and I got to give advice, and I got to just be better. I got to be better and just kind of tap into that version of myself that I know I can be. But, you know, going forward, I'm just going to try to tone down the cursing. I'm going to try to do a little bit better. I'm still going to talk about current event topics that may be crude or whatever. But honestly, I'm just going to be a better person in 2025. And that's just a goal I have. And I'm trying not to fall off my path spiritually, because, you know, it can happen. You know, one day I could feel one way, and the next day I could go back on my whole beliefs and change my whole mindset. But, you know, I'm trying to be consistent in who I am, transparent in who I am, and just give you guys a real deal individual, because it takes a lot of humility to admit one's mistakes and try to do better. But anyway, I wanted to make this video because I was inspired by SoLLUMINATI, and basically the story of Icarus, who flew too close to the sun and he didn't heed any advice. But, you know, I just thought about that, and I wanted to speak on that today because I watched the video, and SoLLUMINATI, one of my favorite content creators, and he just inspired me to make this video. But anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a great day, and y'all take care.